Hello and welcome back to this week's Water Report with me, Carel. Hello and welcome back to this week's Water Report, where we discuss anything and everything regarding Newcastle's water reticulation system and water quality. Now, I think editor, start a timer. Let's see if we can get this done in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes. On Tuesday, the 12th of February 2026, Newcastle West had water supply shortage issues due to low water levels in the Signal Hill Reservoir. And that's it. So the headlines are done, and that was a good week for Newcastle from what I see. Last week I did mention that we had a concerning outcry from people in the Madadeni area due to a lack of water for the last 4 weeks. And just quickly before I did this report, I phoned them up again, and they said the last week at least they've had running water constantly. The quality has fluctuated, but it's good to have water. So thank you for the municipality for sorting that out for the community. Not having water is a super big frustration and a massive health risk. But with this report of the reservoir running low this week, I also want to mention that I went back to previous reports and saw this is the 5th time we've had this issue, and the year is about a month and a half old. And this year it's been the 5th time, and this is rather concerning. So I went also back to check out some numbers that we did in our documentary. Quickly look at this and see if you can spot the problem. 50-year-old pipes producing about 70 megalitres to the treatment plant, all to meet the current capacity of 100.8 megalitres of water being treated per day. Now 100.8 megalitres, that's an interesting number, and I'll tell you why. The design capacity for this plant is rated at 130 megalitres per day, but the current demand for Newcastle's population is estimated at 131 megalitres per day. A figure we believe is about as understated as the population figures. In fact, we asked Mr. Nteneka about this.
Hence, there will be cries of certain part of the community not getting water. We are trying to ration whatever we have at our disposal.
So we have to remember this documentary was done 1 year ago, and this data that we used for the documentary was even older because there wasn't any real-time reports from Utukela or the DWS. And there we say 100.8 megalitres through the treatment plant having the capacity of 130, but back then with the population needed 131 megalitres, that's the estimation, and the population has been growing. So this is definitely we're starting to see the cause and effect. So with this, it is extremely important for the people that can at least to start looking after themselves and start focusing on means and ways of self-water security and securing water for ourselves. The people with boreholes, there's a lot of filtration that we've been doing for boreholes specifically in and around Newcastle, and these are people that are getting ahead of this problem. And because as we also know in the documentary, Mr. Nteneka said, money we don't have. Money hasn't fallen out of the sky in the last year, so the whole water situation seems to be a problem that is here to stay, and it's rather concerning, but at least we have the information, and with the information we can try and be proactive and see what we can do. As INTEGRIPURE, we are dreaming of innovative ways to try and also help the curve and help people to help themselves, basically, because we can't help everybody. But with that, it's rather concerning seeing the 5th time reservoirs ran low. They just rationing what they have, as they said, and it's becoming a problem. Remember, point of use filtration is always the safest because low reservoir levels and empty pipes leave the osmosis effect of contaminated groundwater leaching into our pipes, and sometimes I don't think that chlorine, that is the only defense in those cases, are enough. So remember, we do point of use filtration. So if you want to drink tap water, make sure it's one of those small taps from the filters that we install, or other water purification companies, the reputable ones. I'd rather stay away from the online stuff, but that's just me. Also, we sell water here at 38 Victoria Road. If you want to make sure you and your family have safe, healthy drinking water in your home, stop by the shop, fill up containers, and later on when you get the opportunity, maybe look at a water filtration system, as this is in the long term much, not only more convenient, but much cheaper. Good also to note on that, if you're on the market for a water filtration system, the month of February, 2,800 Rand, we're running a special just before the year end, the financial year end, so we're excited about that. We are installing them like crazy, so grab one of those units while they are at that price. But that's it from us here at INTEGRIPURE. We hope you are keeping safe. A shout out to the people helping with the strikes and so on, or the Newcastle shutdown. I haven't seen much, but I know the security companies in Newcastle are always all in and ready to help. And thank you for serving us, and also to the Newcastle police. I wish you the best, and I hope all stays together well enough. So that's past my 3 minutes. I do apologize, but if you stay till the end, thanks.